Yapping ASMR, and I hope you're all doing very well. Let me address the elephant in the room. Obviously, it's been a while since I've uploaded, exactly 77 days since I've uploaded, and I would like to apologize for that. Right after I uploaded that video, I got sick, and then school actually just started to actually kind of mess me up, so I had to lock in for that, and then Thanksgiving break happened, and then I had to lock in for finals. So it was just 2 months of not being able to record any videos. So I would like to deeply apologize for that. I'm very, very sorry for that. As you can see, we've moved again. The first couple videos that I recorded were recorded in my basement. I've moved my setup up to my room, and you'll see me keep looking up because OBS is right above you. But yeah, I apologize for not uploading for a while. Just life happens. I appreciate you all. If you're watching this, if you're new, hi, how's it going? And if you're returning, thank you for returning. I appreciate it a lot. I feel very bad for not uploading, just because, I really like doing the ASMR part, but, life happens. But, as you can see from what I have pulled up here, Chapter 6 of Fortnite did officially end, so that means we can continue with the Fortnite lore series. And I'll have to I'm either going to edit it, so it doesn't say end until Chapter 6 or whatever, you get how it is. But yeah, how are you guys doing? It's been pretty busy. I passed all my classes. Flying colors. C's get degrees, you know how it is. What else happened? Oh yeah, I switched to just the mustache, but I haven't shaved in a while, so I kind of just look how I normally upload it when I upload videos. My hair's long again because I haven't gotten a haircut. Enough with the physical stuff, who cares? You guys want to know what's happening now? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all doing very well. I might do a setup tour or something like that. Once I, get it figured out. But we'll see. But I'm trying to decide if I should read it through OBS or read it through my other monitor. I've yet to decide. We'll see. But let's get started. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're all doing real well. If you guys have any questions about where I've been, I'll try and answer them. If this video even gets enough views, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna set this as a premiere because I saw something online that said that if you premiere a YouTube video, you get more views. Not that I'm doing this for views, but I'm curious to test it. So it's gonna come up as a premiere. It's gonna look a little weird. I'm not gonna watch it. I only really watch the YouTube videos if I know I made an absolutely insane error. I thought I almost just made one. I don't think I did. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Maybe expect some more videos. We'll see. I'm taking a J-term class. So over winter break, I'm taking a philosophy class. My philosophy book is back there. Oh yeah. I can do lots in different colors for the background, but it kind of soaks everything in a deep red or a deep green. So this is it's like RGB. It's like the LEDs. But we'll see. I might turn it on for a video, see how it goes. But alright, let's get into it. This is Chapter 6 of Fortnite, and kind of a recap, as I did with my very first ASMR video. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but we'll see. Also, I might take a picture of it and pop it up. Let's see how lazy I'm feeling. But this is my camera is on my wallet in like a thing, in like a basket, like a small basket. So, if I pop it up, it's right there. And if not, I'm just gonna look insane. So, alright, let's get to it. Chapter 6, Season 1, Hunters. Long ago there was balance, a world in which, for generations, villages devoted what little they had to the spirit realm, receiving blessings in return. However, kindness can be corrupted. The essence of the spirit realm could be harnessed into masks of power. Once a member of the Fox clan, a faction familiar to our old island, created the most powerful mask of all, leading to the Shattering War. Every clan, including the River Guard, united to defeat the Mask Maker. He and all magic were banished, and every mask shattered until now. Also, apologies if you hear my mouse scrolling, and apologies if you hear any inclement weather in the background. You might hear the house like a creak a little bit, but we'll see. It might pick it up, it might not. Oninoshima. Yeah, alright. Sorry, I'm just looking at how to pronounce that word. Chasing a zero shard across the cosmos, we land on Oninoshima, also known as Reality 783, an island shaped by tradition and magic. We follow Hope and Jones on a land sprawling with cherry blossoms, this being her first jump across realities. Free from prophecies, Hope wishes to find her own identity and meets siblings just as burdened by legacy, Kendo, Jade, and Taigo, in the quest for the artifact which she and Jones kept a secret. Eventually we learn that the Zero Shard has gone missing. When it landed, the shard released a powerful wave of energy that reopened portals to the spirit realm, and what was banished long ago is now freed. However, the once peaceful spirit realm is now possessed by a monster, the one who dwelled in its darkness. Out of the open portals come a siege of demons, their faces a reflection of their maker. A dark presence is attacking the island, but all that Daigo sees is opportunity. A stubborn and arrogant artisan, Daigo believes himself to be better than his ancestors, who misused the spirit realm's power. Jade, his sister, is quick to notice the benefits from the return of magic. Sprites, cute little beings of incredible power, now grant boons to the residents of the island when delivered to their shrines. Daigo sees them as the key to his plan. Under his grandfather's mask shop, the Thousand Faces, Daigo attempted to imbue his ordinary masks with sprite power, dark magic in its purest form, and he succeeded. After getting too close to the other side, Jade is cursed by demons, and Daigo can finally test his work. He gives Jade his first mask of power to protect her, until the spirit realm traps her inside it for sharing its power. Kendo, the wiser but worried younger brother, will soon ask for our help to free Jade. Meanwhile, Ryuji, oh god, it's one of those, has found the great turtle stabbed by a few magic thorns. After we destroy them, he thanks us and continues with his quest to find the turtle's long-lost soulmate. Many strange creatures of chaos and wisdom walk the island, like Nyancha and the titan Godzilla. But nothing compares to the evil of the Night Rose. Warrior of Demon's Dojo, she is imprisoned, much like Jade, bound to train the demons of the presence, an army led by Shogun X in battle. To defeat their army, however, we have to go back to where this all began, the Zero Shard's crash site. After using void and fire masks, the weapons of our enemy, we find a strange splinter near them. Hope's gift of foresight helps us track it down. Jade, when briefly emerging from the realm, can only say one thing: Shard. The dark presence has stolen the Zero Shard, diluting its power into an endless army. By stealing maps from demons and answering riddles from Nightshift Forest, we find all three splinters and forge them into a pair of splinter blades. Kendo believes that Night Rose can wield them to cut Jade's strings and her own. Each time we defeat her, Night Rose is freed from the hold of the darkness, even if briefly. She tells us that only Daigo can save Jade, and entrusts the blades to him instead. Daigo then prepares to enter the spirit realm with his newfound power. Masks, when imbued with dark magic, allow you to pass through. He forms a circle of them and pierces through the portal, grabbing the attention of Shogun X, who calls him for one final duel. After a swift battle of blades, Daigo defeats him and rescues Jade, but the Shogun's soul crushes the portal with which such strength that Daigo's gold mask splatters into a gleaming mountain, amplified by the realm's hidden shard. A gold rush is forming while the presence lies in waiting. Which brings us to Season 2. Obviously, if you all don't remember, I do a little recap of my opinion on the season of Fortnite. Now that I'm getting older and older, the more, I don't know, older, right? But the more, I think this happens with everyone, but I think you get a little more cynical as you get older. And while I will always enjoy the core feeling and gameplay of Fortnite, this one was kind of weak to me. I still thought it was fun. Like I said, I'll probably stop playing Fortnite when I die. So, but I digest. I know it's digress. It's just I say digest because it's funny. So, anyways, on to Season 2, Lawless. The world has changed after Daigo's battle, as the mask maker goes into hiding. Gold has hit the streets, and so has all manner of greed. Fletcher Kane, a baron guarded by his alphas, has built banks to hoard the island's reserves, which flow as quickly as the golden rivers they come from. Magic waters that give us speed and strength. Meanwhile, on the rain-slick streets of Crime City, we find a strange little rodent named Skillet, son to Mama Pos Pos. Once, Skillet wasn't an explosives user. Now he just makes them, selling his equipment in black markets to the island's best gangs. He introduces us to Valentina, aka the Vault Whisperer, on a quest to rob the Baron's personal safe at Outlaw Oasis, where we find lots of chew toys thrown in with his gold. Other outlaws on the island include childhood friends Keisha Cross, a getaway driver, and Cassidy Quinn, whose biggest dream is to be the protege of Midas himself. However, before the return of Midas, magic still lingers, something that intrigues the chemist Joss. She asks us to follow Big Dill, a walking pickle that's just debuted as half of the Tasty Boys, his rap duet with the Brat. Joss refuses to believe that Big Dill was born from magic, out of the island's Kappa Kappa pickle factories. After helping Big Dill to set up a launch party, ignoring the questionable nature of his Dilbit scam, Joss sends us to the source of this gold rush for better results. After analyzing samples, we discover that the island's gold streams are all natural, enhanced by the power of magic, something Joss didn't believe in until now. And the only criminal to ever see gold as something natural is Midas. Returning from his underworld escapade, Midas leads the outlaws by example, becoming their idol. He shoots up various properties of Kane, his longtime rival, such as Lone Wolf Lair, to announce his arrival. It's not one of my videos without me having to mute the mic if I'm about to sneeze or a cough or something like that. It didn't happen. I'm just getting edged by the sneeze. Edged by the sneeze. Hope, having heard tales of Midas's past schemes, watches him carefully. She is right to do so, as Midas reveals his true plan for the island. He bribes the outlaws to rob the Baron and distract him, including Quinn. Following traces of energy around the mountain where gold first appeared, Midas tracks the lost Zero Shard, and he wants it, before Daigo or Kane reappear to take it for themselves. After flooding the markets, we listen into conversations from Alpha henchmen, and discover that Daigo is alive at his workshop, creating something for Kane, a mask of power. Kane wants the shard, and Daigo wishes to enter the spirit realm to prove himself once more. Their arrogant partnership is dangerous, and Jade sees that, while she recovers from the consequences of such an act. By supplying Daigo with gold from the mountain, Kane finally has a taste of the power he's always desired. Even after we steal his car, he ensures that Daigo is to be undisturbed, thanks to the local superstition around his workshop's magic mist. Finally, Daigo's work is complete as he heads into magic mosses with the Baron to open one of the long-lost portals to the spirit realm. Hope, Jones, and Midas, unwillingly united, all believe that Daigo will cut Kane out of his operations as soon as he no longer needs him. The portal pierces the sky with its beams, growing increasingly more powerful, while we fail to stop Daigo in time. As we defeat Kane, who guarded him, Daigo sprints into the portal and seals his fate with the island forever. Our battle for the island will have to wait, however, as a moon-sized ship approaches from above, drawn in by Daigo's reckless deed. That's no moon. Anyways, this brings us to mini-season 1, Galactic Battle. The Empire, an interstellar threat from a galaxy far, far away, has found us. In the horizon, the colossal Death Star looms over the island, ready to take aim and fire its planet-destroying laser. While they discover the island, we must work with the Resistance to fight back against the Empire's forces and destroy their star-killer weapon. The Force permeates all living things, and those who seek a better path shall find it. Evie, once a Syndicate member, is now an apprentice of the Jedi ways, a long-forged clan destined to defeat the Empire and their Sith ways. Other heroes, such as Poe Dameron, Han Solo, Rey, and Luke Skywalker, have followed the Empire to our island, and offer us their training with X-Wings and lightsabers to prepare for the battle ahead. Oh, sorry, didn't do the recap. Season 2. I enjoyed Season 2. Very fun. I liked it a lot. Anyways, sorry. Didn't mean to crush the momentum there. Luke's sister, leader of the Rebel Alliance, Leia Organa, asks for our help to discover why the Empire has come. After scavenging for data pads left around by their pilots, Leia learns of the Empire's goals but needs more time to form a counterplan. Meanwhile, she asks us to recruit the Mandalorians, an ancient and honorable clan that were contracted by the Empire. After helping them see that the Empire was about to betray them, they agree to aid us against the countless stormtrooper forces. I don't know how to pronounce Jar Jar Binks' race. Gun-Gon. I don't know. All the Gun-Gon Jar Jar Binks attempts to uplift the rebellion's spirits by decorating the clone troopers' camps. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some would consider unnatural. Some of our residents, like Evie and Jar Jar, are constantly tempted by dark reflections of themselves. General Grievous. I've heard people say both Grievous and Grievous. It very clearly looks like Grievous, but General Grievous. I think that's the correct one. General Grievous, manipulated to replace and enhance his own body, collects the lightsabers of fallen heroes, feeding from the energy of their loss. Palpatine, the Emperor of all our enemy forces, seeks to destroy us from within. Ironically, that is exactly how we will destroy him. Plans acquired by the rebellion show a weakness inside one of the Death Star's reactor cores, which, if shot at by a skilled enough pilot, can crumble the entire battle station from the inside out. As we gather a rebellion to stave off the Empire's forces and the bombardment from their Star Destroyer, the time has come for their leave. Which brings us to the live event that was Death Star sabotage. Whispers from rebel spies suggest Palpatine has heard of our Zero Shard. In fact, the once destroyed mountain portal is now being rebuilt by some strange power. To stop him for good, we fly TIE Fighters one last time, disguised, to sneak into the Death Star with Hope and Jones. After we destroy their shield generators, Palpatine unleashes his unlimited power on Jones, but Hope saves us all by throwing a rift to go. Just in time for Luke to find the Death Star's weakness and destroy it with a single shot as the mountain portal suddenly reopens, and a fallen piece of the starship hits it directly, causing a supernova that empowers the island. I really liked the Star Wars mini-season. I didn't play that much of it, but I was a big fan of it. This brings us to Season 3, Super. Meet the supernova supernovas, once ordinary islanders making their way via battle bus, now superheroes in training at the Supernova Academy. Sorry, there's hair in my eyes. I just smacked the shit out of the microphone. Once again, wouldn't be one of my videos without me doing that. I'm so sorry. I really hope that wasn't too loud, but if anything has told me anything about me doing this, is that it's not as loud as I think it is. But if it was, my apologies. Led by Hope, Jones, and a newly redeemed Night Rose, these powerful individuals born from the death of a star are our only salvation. The Spirit Realm portal has brought the Dark Presence's disciple, Mask Maker Daigo, corrupted by the ambition of his master. He and his right-hand mercenary corps seek to prepare the world for evil's arrival. Spires of obsidian rock emerge from Demon's domain. Daigo's base of operations, built atop the portal from which their forces arrive. Excuse me. Built atop the portal from which their forces arrive, our heroes will need help to break its defenses. One of Batman's many protégés, Robin, emerges to train the Academy, alongside his world's most powerful metahuman, Superman. Both serve as some much-needed inspiration for our new heroes. The Supernovas consider each other as family, even if their quality time is spent preparing for the worst. The Academy's cast of rookies includes Haley Sky, aka Storm Beast, Synthwave, master of all things Sonic, Ziggy, the Breezy Leaf, Killswitch, a one-man army, Light Rider, the cool but distant show-off. Led by the self-downing sorceress Morgan Mist, our heroes are rather young and new to world-saving, but their strength united makes up for it. Meanwhile, the Spirit siblings deal with the return of their prodigal brother. Jade, while recovering from her time in the Spirit Realm, notices that the adorable sprites that protected her from the Dark Presence have changed in reaction to the island. The new Dash and Superman sprites help our heroic efforts with zero-shard powered hops and a Kryptonian laser blast which few can resist. Kendo has grown closer to Hope. While they both see that such a bond can be a distraction, they work together to understand Daigo's motives. After fighting Daigo and his overlord and scout Spires, Kendo sees that his brother is not in control, but consumed by his master, not holding back against his family. To continue our preparations, Hope asks us to train with supernova gear such as Killswitch's revolvers and Morgan Mist's gauntlets. During training, however, Morgan accidentally splits herself into multiple shadows. After we help her sync up, we mount surveillance equipment around the spires and deliver soil samples for Superman to analyze at his otherworldly Fortress of Solitude. When inside the Academy, we find some curious files on Jones's desk. Files labeled with Shadow. Midas's spy crew. What could Midas be doing at Supernova? After we gather blueprints with Morgan, they reveal that he funds the Academy, his gold gained from the collapse of Fletcher Kane's banks. Yet Hope has been working with him carefully, realizing that he could betray them at any moment. His funding is crucial for the Supernova's best chance against the Dark Presence and Daigo. A secret vault hidden at Utopia City meant to contain the Spirit Realm's Zero Shard. Midas, impressed with our spy work, even sent out Skillet to check if the Academy trusted him fully. To Midas, ignorance to his deceit would be concerning. Suddenly, tragedy strikes. Daigo and his spires attack Supernova Academy and wreck everything inside it without notice. While the Supernova's morale is at an all-time low, they realize that this is their chance to fight back. Morgan asks us to collect mementos from the team scattered in the Academy ruins. Haley's cheerleading trophy, Synthwave's custom headphones, among others. As one final reminder of their lost home, the Supernovas melt shards of Daigo spires into a monument that resembles their symbol. Which brings us to the live event of the season, Super Showdown. Supernova Academy was but the beginning of Daigo's true plan, or rather the plan of the Dark Presence. He has been watching us since our arrival, capturing Jade, ensnaring Night Rose and Daigo in his thrall. Now Daigo converges his spires into opening the portal at Demon's domain, calling to his master. From it a massive tentacle emerges, a small extension of the Presence's grasp. It knocks Daigo away, immediately freeing him from his curse, while their supernovas attack it with all their might, until two others appear beside it, and Superman flies to our rescue. He pushes every tentacle back and cuts one off with his heat vision, which stays while the demons fall back from defeat until it rots away. This brings us to Season 4, Shock and Awesome. Season 3, I did not play that much. In general, I didn't play that much Fortnite. I mean, I still, finished the Battle Pass, got the rewards, but I don't know. It's just, Jed, I think I'm getting old. Once again, in quotes, relative to my Fortnite peak. I started playing in 2018. It's been 7 years that I've been playing this game. Gross. That's really gross to think about, but the more you play of it, the more I play of it, the more I don't get sick of it. It's just, it's not like, when I was younger, it was, oh, it's a new season of Fortnite. Wow, I'm gonna stay up until 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to, play it. And now it's just, oh, a new Fortnite season. I'll play it when I get back from class. And obviously I have a lot of free time in college, but not in the way that can be, utilized well. But, but anyways, Season 3 was good. Where was I going with that? Anyways, yeah. This brings us to Season 4, Shock and Awesome. The confrontation between heroes and aliens resulted in the invasion of a bug swarm, just hatched out of the severed tentacle. From the island's ancient history, the OXR, which I'm going to be referring as Oxer from now on, even though I don't know if that's right, I still like it, rises to defend us, the Onimorph Extermination Rangers. Scattered across the hive, Rangers ruin, an Oxer outpost already defeated, and demons debris once the palace of Daigo, the swarm has taken hold of the island as quickly as they've arrived. As we climb Oxer's ranks to prove our worth against the endless hordes, their crawlers come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Swarmers do justice to their name, flying and overwhelming you with their great numbers. Bombers scoot into the dirt and appear far away, shooting demonic projectiles back at you. Finally, the roly-poly is an adorable way of getting around as it rolls around you like a snail's shell. Every group of bugs has their own separate colonies, each equipped with a queen of towering power. To ensure the island's survival, Onyx Winter, Oxer's relentless general, has enlisted some help. The sweet and easy on the eyes Yumi, an idol of international fame, was recruited as the public face of the Rangers, while otherwise Rangers rise to the call, piloting their Megazord to battle, the Power Rangers. Among their supporting crew are Lieutenant Rip Slade, the hacker Battle Gamer May, and Agent Patch. However, the Supernovas are still in battle. Daigo, now back to his old self, is extremely regretful of his unconscious attack against the island, and wants us to help save it. Dr. Theodore Fliesby, one of Oxer's leading scientists, meets Hope and Jones back at the academy to analyze a slice of the tentacle. And it was cut off. As after it was cut off, Hope took a sample of the alien specimen for further data, and realized that the number of bugs we are seeing couldn't possibly come from just one arm. They have a portal to the island, directly from the spirit realm, opened by the Zero Shard. Going through it is our best bet of stopping this war. To begin the swarm's access point to the island, we need to seek out the same frequency emitted by the bugs to pass through it. Said frequency seems to be the strongest near the hives, all built around the portal. There we discover some of the swarm eggs tainted by a dinosaurs for a key to their hideout. Now, cutting evil at its root, we join forces with the Power Rangers and defeat the Hive Queens, weakening the swarm's hold of the island, eradicating them entirely. Our problems, however, are far from over. The swarm was but a harbinger to a greater evil, the Dark Presence. Within the spirit realm it continues to corrupt, obtaining further mastery of the Zero Shard and reaching into other worlds, experimenting, planning. Hope, Jones, and Kendo, now with enough courage to become the hero he sees in Hope, realize that the swarm's access portal is their best shot at attacking the Dark Presence by surprise. Daigle's old splinter blades in hand, we gather our allies and prepare for battle. As the veil between worlds grows thinner, other realities start to peeking through in the form of a treehouse. Jones supercharges his trusty portal device to shut it, but it's not enough to close it, only to open it wider. The Dark Presence then arrives, an imposing figure twisted into a shape all held together by the Zero Shard stuck to its chest. He is our greatest foe, the Mask Maker. Hope leads the Supernovas, Oxer, and everyone else into battle, until he flings us away into a tunnel between worlds, and a petulant couple of aliens happen to just follow us through. This one, I played a lot at the beginning of the season. I didn't play a lot at the end of the season. And then I saw there was the Simpsons teasers, and I thought, you know what, I'll play some games. Very fun. Which brings us into the mini season 2 and the end of chapter 6. I'll get to my thoughts at the end of this season, but you know. Season 2, The Simpsons. In the chaos inside Kang and Kodo's ship, our island and their home reality of Springfield have merged into one, Springfield Island. While hopelessly mashing the ship's tractor beam, Hope managed to snag just a tiny splinter of the Dark Presence's Zero Shard. However small it is, should it fall into the wrong hands, madness would ensue. And so, crashing through the windows of 742 Evergreen Terrace, blue-collar worker Homer Simpson just grabs it with his bare hands. Hope and Jones hide away at Moe's bar trying to find the shard. Coincidentally, Marge, head of the Simpsons family, warns Homer that the police are looking for a powerful alien shard. Naturally, he smashes it into his TV remote as a substitute for a battery. Now the shard-a-majig has become Homer's tool to turn Springfield into a utopia. Chocolate hydrants, bowling ball trees, and infinite toilet paper are among his great deeds. The greatest of his inventions, however, is food from the sky. I just realized I might get a little bit louder because I just realized the gain on my microphone was not up, so I just cranked that up. So apologies for that. So this video might be a little quiet and it might be really, really loud. So apologies for that. I'm looking at the thing for OBS and it doesn't seem to be peaking too high. So apologies for that. I didn't realize that my gain wasn't up all the way. While Bart goes around preaching the word of El Parto, Lisa, the smarter Simpson sibling, is worried about her dad, and so is the entire town. Professor Frinks asks Homer to lend him the shard to gain scientific renown with his studies. Homer instead turns him into Professor Frink so he can show the results himself. However, the town mob grows furious, angry at the endless foods destroying their homes. This isn't Homer's first angry mob, but he decides to hide any evidence of the shard by throwing it, and himself by accident, into his workplace's safest trash can, the nuclear reactor. The Springfield power plant has never quite polluted the city rivers, as alleged by many so-called newspapers. Well, until now. An enormous cloud of purple smoke emerges from 2 cooling towers, and so do droves of Homer clones powered by the disposed of Zero Shard, which has now turned the island's entire water supply purple. For each Homer clone, we poof away a small piece of a massive yet baby-sized Homer starts to stir in the sky. Life is beautiful. Direct quote, by the way. That's not something After a month of trying to prevent Homer from causing disaster and miserably failing to do so, he is reborn from shard ashes as Giant Homer. The shard's remnant energy has made Homer even larger than his usual, and fried his brain even further than it had already been. Marge, Lisa, and Bart all gather to try and calm Homer down by setting up billboards with family photos and talking to him. Hope, however, sees this as an opportunity. She detects the Zero Shard inside Homer, and after he spits it out, Jones realizes he can power his portal device with the shard to get back home. Just in time to witness the horrors of reality and the dark presence's ongoing siege against Onanoshima. I don't know. To save it, we'll even need Homer. And then that brings us to 0 hour. Okay, there's a little thing at the bottom here. You can see it. Oninoshima. I was right. Kind of, partially right. We're good. Anyways, yeah, 0 hour information from a Time Beyond user. Basically, as you can see there, it's basically Fortnite endgame. It was one of the coolest live events. I don't want to say ever, because the end of chapter 1 is still goated in my opinion, just because there's like sheer spectacle. But this is probably second place for me. It's very, very cool. But yeah, that's Fortnite chapter 6. We're on chapter 7 right now. Chapter 7 is really good. I'm having a good time with it. Haven't played that much, but from what I have played, very fun. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, apologies about not uploading. It is my winter break right now, so hopefully I might be uploading a little bit more. No promises. I said that last time, but I'll try my damnedest. But anyways, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all later.